Hi, and welcome to Two Tired Teachers.
If you watched last week's video, you know that we are actually traveling at the end of March in 2020. And if this is a year or two down the road, this is during the COVID-19 pandemic. And watch last week's video to see what precautions and what decisions, what all played into our decision to go on and travel. But today's video is actually about the discounts that you get, a real life example of the discounts that we had planned for the trip of March of 2020. We were really going to be staying in 5 different campsites in Texas state parks, starting with this one.
And on this one, the day fee is $4 a day per person. So for the two of us, it would have been $8 a day, 2 nights, $16.
And this is Monahans Sandhill State Park. And we want to mention that the day use fee varies based on the park. And some of them are $6. I think there may be 1 or 2 that are $7.
I know that Mineral Wells is.
And then there used to be, not sure anymore, that there were a couple that might have just been $2. So that can fluctuate.
Yes.
But then the Texas State Park Pass, currently you get unlimited what are called coupons. And what that means is that if you stay 2 nights in a campsite, you pay the full amount for the first night and you get half off
For that
second night. And once again, the price for the campsite varies based on the park you are at, and then also if it is water only, water and electric, or full hookups. And so for this park, the campsite fee is just $15
per night.
per night. So we paid $15 for the first night and only $7.50 for the second. So if you're doing the math, at this park we paid $22.50 and we saved $23.50. We'd planned on our next stop being the Davis Mountain State Park.
And at this point, I want to thank the people who work the online registration. When you call them, they're backed up with calls because of parks closing or rumors of parks closing, and they're having to change reservations and cancel reservations, and they are the most patient people in the world.
And just another thing is, if you do call that number, if you have some questions, you can leave your number and they will call you back, tell you approximately how long it's going to be. And so that's been really handy. We've used it several times. But when we got here at Monahans Sandhill, they told us that Davis Mountains was going to be closing.
Because the county was closed.
And the bottom line is, we went on and canceled those reservations. But when we were making the reservations, we wanted to be there 4 nights, but we could not get 4 nights in one site. So we booked 2 nights in 2 different sites, which means that we saved the day use fees and we got 2 coupons because we were spending 2 nights in 2 different campsites. So for each of those, the entrance fee there was $6 per person per day. And so for the for each of us, that meant 2 days for me, 2 days for Marlena, that's $12 a piece, $24 that we saved off of the day use fees. And the campsites there were $20 a piece, so we saved $10 off of that, which means for each of the 2 nights that we were going to be there, we saved $34. And we only paid $30. Our next stop was going to be
San Angelo, the north part of the park.
And we were planning on spending 4 nights in San Angelo, 2 at the north campground and 2 at the south.
The reservations for the north were canceled due to closures, and I don't think it was because of anything in the park other than lack of visitors to the north part
that the staff, there just isn't enough staff in the north part to keep it open during this time when there's so much uncertainty. But on that particular one, the day use fee there is also $4 a piece. So for each of those 2-night reservations, we're going to be saving $16 per reservation times 2. And those campsites were also $20 per night. So we paid $20 for the first night, $10 for the second night, which means we saved $26 for each of those reservations. Now, if you've not been following along and doing the math, let us kind of break it down for you. What that means is we saved. Let's start with what we've saved. We have saved $96 on entrance fees for the 10 nights. We've saved $47.50 on getting half off of the second night. So that is a total of $143.50 that we were going to save on this trip had we kept all of those reservations or been able to keep all of those reservations. And we only paid $142.50 for 10 nights of camping in Texas state parks. The park pass cost $70. And so it can add up fast, the amount of savings. And we realize many of you do not live in Texas, but if you're going to be traveling much in Texas,
and depending on the park, even one stay, you can pay for the pass.
And so because this one we happened to be staying 10 nights and they were all the 2-night reservations, so we were getting half off of that second night, thought this is going to be a good real life check to show those park passes can pay for themselves in a hurry. So if you have a state where your state park pass is awesome, please leave comments for us so we can
know where else to travel.
when we can, we will head to your state and check out your parks and your park passes as well. And if you have any questions about the Texas State Park Pass, you can check out the Texas State Park website, and there's more information there. You can call and talk to a ranger, or you can ask questions in the comments below.
Or you can watch our video on the Park Pass.
Yeah, we have a video about the Texas State Park Pass, but we didn't have some cold hard facts, and that's what this video is. And so we hope that we see you at one of our parks.
Thanks for watching Two Tired Teachers.